This is The Anxiety Switch, written by Martin Moller and read for you by Martin Moller. What you are holding in your hands is the unedited version of this book. I have attempted to make this as clear and flowing as possible, but I'm only human, so there may be mistakes in this book. In fact, it's possible that this book is riddled with them. So I'm asking for you to patiently go through this book and not concern yourself too much with the mistakes in the sentences that start with the word and. Actually, those are intentional, and I have started those sentences that way to allow you to shift. Regardless, congratulations on getting the Anxiety Escape book. By taking the time to invest yourself, you've already set yourself apart from the vast majority of people. And here's a quick message that I'd like you to read or listen to first. How this book works. Over the next 90 or so pages, we'll dive deep into the exact strategies, frameworks, and mindsets you need to take control of your psychology. The concepts contained in each chapter of this book are incredibly powerful. I recommend you go over each of these concepts multiple times to give yourself time to learn and apply the lessons. As you go through the materials, it's tempting to just read them once and say, okay, now I've got it, and just leave it at that. That's why I'm going to challenge you to stop at the end of each chapter to apply what you've learned. I can't wait for you to get started, so have fun going through The Anxiety Escape. Preface. There's 3 levels of reality and 3 levels of this book. There are 3 levels of reality and 3 levels to this book. Most people are stuck in level 1, but they have no idea. And understanding these 3 levels is critical because the better you build a map of how life works and the more you're open to improving that map, the more successful you'll be. Let's dive into Ray Dalio's 3 levels of reality. Reality level 1. Boots on the ground, doing stuff and getting stuff done. Most of what we do is on this level here. This level of reality is essentially about getting stuff done, creating a to-do list from most important to least important, and then kicking butt right down the list, where lots of things are constantly coming at you from different directions, and it's hard to get clarity on what really matters. My hope for you is that on this level, this book provides you with a lot of clarity around what's going on and what to do about it when you're in the moment doing the work. Reality level 2, principles. The value of an activity isn't just in the result, but also the underlying principles at play. The principles you learn in any situation are often more valuable than the immediate result, and when you apply them to the rest of your life across every area, you can take the principle and expand it to all the other areas of your life to allow you to avoid one of the number 1 problems in life. This problem is what direct response marketing legend Dan Kennedy refers to as our pet holes. That term might conjure up an image in your mind of your dog digging holes in the garden in the same area over and over and over again, and this is kind of like that. What Dan Kennedy talks about is that we often come up against the same problem over and over and over again in different areas of our lives, and that problem shows up in different ways. But no matter what it looks like, it's still the same problem showing up in different areas of our lives. It's like the same person showing up at the front door of your house wearing different wigs or different t-shirts, so the same problem shows up in the area of communication, or wearing the communication t-shirt one day and shows up another day with the business t-shirt in the area of business another day, and then again the next week with the parenting and relationships t-shirt and in the area of parenting and relationships. Expanding the same principle or realization or revelation in our lives across the other areas literally stops us from taking the same mistake that we made at work and make it in the exact same way when the same situation shows up in our relationships with our families, or in parenting, or in our finances. Once you reach this expanded model, you can apply a principle to lots more situations. And this is the key here. Once you reach an understanding of how something works, you have a tool to help you be more efficient, get more done, make better
Sample complete. Ready to continue?